if 12 if 12 minus x is equal to 8, find the value of x. Okay, so hey, we're down to equation. Okay, so this is a very simple equation. Okay, so usually, okay, so hey, Mr. Bright, what's an equation? Okay, so an equation, um, usually is there some things you find out in an equation. You have numbers. Let's do this here. So in an equation, you usually get you usually have numbers in an equation, right? Numbers. So that's it, numbers. You have letters, and these letters is not just X. You could have X, P, Q, depending, but commonly X is used, right? So different letters, okay, to represent the unknown. Unknown just means what's the value, what you're solving for, what you want to get. The unknown, like you say, is unknown, so you have to make it known. Okay, so that's for letters. And okay, so you usually have operations in equation, so mathematical operations. Now those operations could be plus, could be minus, could be divide. Yes, divide, and it's usually represented with a dividing line. So you have that dividing line there, and you have, these are basic operations. You usually have basic, and plus, minus, division. Okay, so multiplication usually have this around. So also in an equation, plus, you see, plus in an equation, they have a way, plus and minus, right, usually work hand in hand. They're buddies, they're pals, right, in an equation. Then you have division, okay? So the division and multiplication, okay? These guys usually, they work hand in hand, right? Yes, they work hand in hand, working together to simplify, to get questions. And so they all work together. And in some complex equation, this is a very basic, simple equation. In some complex equation, you should have everything working together. You start squaring and all and all. But let's do this, okay? One step at a time. So another characteristics of equation is that it has, so identify, looking this way, it usually have the, so let me come this way. So the equation usually have the left hand side and the right hand side. Now for left hand side, right hand side, the equation, as I say, equal. So there has to be a balance. The equation has a way of creating a balance. So that means whatever is here, right, whatever is here on this right hand, sorry, on this left hand side must be equal to whatever is here on the right hand side. Okay, so this left hand side must be equal. So if we should bring this, let's just bring this out. 12, you see 12. Okay, bringing 12 down, let's see. So we want to compare this side to, watch this, to this side. So there has to be a balance, right? That's an equation. So this is 12 minus 12 minus what? So this is us just thinking, right? Just reasoning through. Okay, so 12 minus what? So that's it. What will be equal to 8. So that means 12 minus 4 also. So 12 minus 4 is 8. You see, now it's balanced. So it's equal. So the left hand and the right hand. So usually equation, just equation equal. Okay, so equation just brings that balance, right? So usually in equation there's always a variable to look for, a variable to find the value for that variable. What's this variable? Like I said before, this variable can be represented with x, p, Y, or any letters. So now just reasoning, we'll be able to get this because this is a basic equation. But now let's solve, okay? So we want to solve this. So we want to solve this now. Let's take this out. So you just follow, pay attention carefully. Okay. So 12x minus 12 minus x is equal to 8. So this is like a bridge. You usually say this is like a bridge. So once you cross those bridge, any letters you cross overboard or over the bridge, the sign changes. So let's say, for instance, if you have plus 2 somewhere here, and this is equal to, and it crosses over, or x plus 2 is equal to 6. So, and this crosses over. Now this plus 2 crosses over to the side, becomes minus 2, right? There are other ways to solve this, but let's see. So here we have minus x, you have plus 12, and you have plus 8. So you could, for positive numbers, you can indicate the positive or not, okay? But ideally, you don't necessarily have to indicate the signs when it's positive. So you already know it's a positive number. So let's see. Let's move the letters or the variables, the letters to one side and the numbers to just one side, okay? So what we have now, so let's do this carefully. So this is 12 minus, okay, moves. Remember, if it moves here, it becomes plus x, and this, when it moves, this becomes minus 8. Okay, so 12 minus 8, what do you have? This is 4, and this is equal to x. Positive moves, it becomes negative, right? So this becomes, so here it is. So 4 is equal to x. It simply means x is equal to 4. There are other ways to get this answer, right? But let's just work with this. So this is the answer. So if 12 minus x is equal to 8, find the value of x. So the value of x is 4. So that's it for number 22. So we get to another equation in number 23. And as we keep practicing, we get better. Okay, bye now, and see us in the next question, on the next problem.